At the end of the fight, our impression was that Umar probably edged it out. When we were there, we could have sworn we heard and knew. We were all like, what the f***?
And did you guys see Umar and Khabib?
No, they thought they won. And then Khabib was about to go to Dana and start yelling at him. He was like, Inshallah.
Inshallah. I didn't know that was Jake there. That fool is so old. Holy shit, what's wrong with him?
Is this the new America? Like, what was the idea around this inauguration? Because it was all entertainers. What do you guys feel about that?
Hey, dude, all I gotta say is...
hey, blur that out.
Hopefully one day they don't ever watch this podcast.
Well, I think you guys gotta beat Renato's podcast because he'd be calling out everyone and anyone.
Well, he can.
Yeah, he's really good at it.
I can do nothing. The Casuals. We don't know nothing.
Welcome back to the Casuals MMA. We are a combat sports and MMA show hosted by very casual fans. My name is Gilbert. That's Nick. That's David. And guess what? We have a very special guest, my twin, because we decided to wear the same hoodie today.
Love it.
Oh,
Sukhmen, one of the owners of Full Violence.
Hey.
thank you. Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.
So Sukhmen, what kind of a name is that?
Sukhmen.
That doesn't sound very American.
I'm Punjabi. My background is Punjabi. So it's India, but it's a state in northern India. So that's my background, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
be cultured, you idiot.
Yeah, read a book.
Sorry, dude.
I didn't
that
know
was
that,
Brazilian. I don't know.
But my Americanized name is Suk.
Now, that shit, dude. Your name is Suckman. Let's go.
Come on.
It's my buddy
do that
Sukhmen.
So what is your opinion about Indian street food on Instagram?
Yeah, what's your take? What's your take?
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? I was just with Sean Strickland 2 days ago, and the video's gonna release in like a few days. That guy, can we talk about this?
Yeah,
He said,
Talk about it.
would you rather Lizzo or eat Indian street food?
What did he say?
What
Can
did
I
you
just
say?
do
What did you-
both?
That was a question for you guys. What would you do?
I do both. I eat Indian street food on top of Lizzo. That's what I would do.
This is my favorite table.
There are so many folds in that woman. You could have sex multiple times, dude.
Yeah,
Just
probably.
bow, 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 bow. Just kidding. Don't cancel me.
Yeah, I'm trying to, keep it PG for myself. But
Lizzo has a cute face.
Yeah.
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 Pretty woman.
Pretty.
Super
Every time he
talented.
lies, he just sounds like Trump. Pretty
Super-
woman.
very talented.
Yeah, very talented.
Hey, Nick, do you have a huge penis?
Not really.
God, I love
Not
flex.
at all.
We were talking. We met. I forgot where we met, but we met and we talked. We've been talking about Full Violence. Can you tell us, the audience, a little bit about what it is?
For sure, yeah. So I'm one of the 3 founders. Shiv started in high school. So Shiv was one of the main guys. He started in high school as like a MMA fan page, more or less. And he did it literally in high school for like 5 years running. And my background, we had a couple of, my other partner, Darren, we had a couple e-commerce stores. And we had a ceiling on what we can do because there's only so much we can do with the business that we had. So I was just on Instagram, basically searching for brands out there. And I saw someone from Full Violence liked our post, DM them, say, hey, I like what you guys are doing. You guys have a great community. But they weren't selling anything. They weren't really monetizing off their community. So we were like, how can we help? Started from a DM, and 2 years later, we have this business. So yeah, things move really quick.
That's dope. We're wearing the shirts right now.
Yeah.
I like the
got
shirt.
the
Good
Duke
quality.
Showing it. Thanks for popping up or showing up the pop-up.
And that was really fun.
Yeah.
We got to see Nate Diaz. I saw Nate Diaz.
I saw him first years ago before you guys.
Okay. Well, did you see him smoke a joint?
No, but I saw him
Yeah.
call me a So
He was right
Okay,
here.
you win again.
You guys didn't see Charles though?
I saw Charles.
Okay, cool.
And what I noticed when I saw Charles, these MMA fighters, they have really big heads, yo.
yes,
got
they
big
do.
heads. It's meant for taking damage. That's not funny, Gabby. It's they need to be very durable. And when I saw him from the side profile, I was like, he has a really large head. That's why he could take those shots.
Dude,
you know?
Bart could have been a UFC champ, dude.
Absolutely.
Dome on him.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Square jaw and everything.
Yep.
This is crazy. He was like, oh, yeah, we were expecting like 100, 200 people.
Yeah, dude.
And you were acting all like, oh, but 2,000 people showed up. And this dude takes Charles in the middle of the street and walks him to
Yeah.
the event.
But he was saying hi to everyone, which
chaos.
is really cool, though.
So we only had, because he has his obligations, so we had like 30 minutes with him. So Shiv was like, yo, everyone's gonna be pissed if we only get like 20 people to meet him. So we asked him, are you down to walk down the street? And he was like, fuck it, let's do it.
That's
Hey,
tight.
that's
Yeah.
the best way to do it.
People's
That's super
champ.
smart.
Yeah.
Look, that's Nate Diaz. I saw him from behind a tarp. I was peeking through, smoking a joint.
Yeah,
It was
but
really
did he
cool.
call you a slur?
He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't. He didn't even know I was there.
In your face.
unfortunately.
I just walked into the gym. He was like, who's this? I was like, all right, man.
Why were you in Stockton?
Well, this was like literally years ago. It was him and his brother. But, we were just, you could just kind of go into the gym and just see
Wow.
what's up. Because I had a few buddies that trained, and he just kind of threw that roast at me. And I was like, interesting, that hurt my feelings.
I'll leave.
And everybody laughed, so that wasn't great.
It's not fun when you get
Are you
laughs.
from Sacramento?
He's from Sacramento.
That's what's up.
Okay, what high school you go to?
I went to I'm from the Bay Area, but I went to high school and college in Sac.
Oh,
Yeah.
You went to Sac State?
No, I went Davis, the better school.
I went to Davis too, but I rejected them.
Ooh, okay.
They sent me a letter that said, we don't want you, and I sent one back, I don't want you.
You're like, you don't have to do that. Just don't respond.
You said I quit. That's what you told him.
That's right, dude. Davis is a school full of bikes and a bunch of nice little
What do you mean
kids.
bikes? What
They
does
just
that mean?
bike everywhere.
bike
there.
city.
Oh, okay.
It's a
Oh.
bike
I thought it was
fucking
another
city,
slur
dude.
for something. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm not in
what's
the
a
game on
bike?
that one.
No. But there's a lot of dykes too. But bikes and dykes is what they call it. Dude. It's my favorite coffee shop.
I think they have merch line, a new merch line coming out.
All right, guys, let's get into UFC 311. This was exciting. David and Nick got to go. You were there.
You didn't get to go?
I was not. I was hoping you'd get me in, dog.
Oh, dude, you know what? I had a fucking.
Don't say you had extra
big-
tickets.
Oh my god.
You piece of shit. You
Dude.
Punjabi dyke.
Yeah, you would just
Job is
die.
done.
Yeah, I feel bad now.
What did you guys think of Inuit Dome? Just the experience.
It is probably the best production I've ever seen for a live event. It literally looks like Mortal Kombat. Like when Merab and Umar came out, if they screamed Mortal Kombat, it would have been real. Like it's international street fighting Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it was cool.
It's fucking nuts, man.
And as a dome in general, that was like a modern Coliseum. Like walking into that shit and looking up, it was like, yo, this is the future right here.
No, for real. It was cool. I like the little. They had little buttons on the side.
Yeah,
I
with the
like
lights
that.
and
What's the
shit.
deal with that? What's with the answering stuff?
They just like quizzes that I got all wrong. I got all of them wrong.
Oh, you guys had good seats. Not us peasants were sitting in the back. We didn't have all that fancy shit.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh shit! I feel bad. My
No,
bad.
we had amazing seats.
Yeah,
And
it was
we
really
were throwing peanuts at people behind us.
We're spitting on people. It was fun.
It was great.
But the production was really cool. My favorite thing was the fog machines. Am I right,
Those
guys?
are kind of cool.
Did you
Honestly,
see that
those are
on,
kinda
on your
cool.
televised
I
event?
did see it.
It was really cool.
Whoever did the production for this should be awarded something.
For sure.
It is fucking amazing. Like, the UFC is the UFC for a reason.
It was awesome. Like as soon as the main card started, the whole arena got dark and just the cage was lit up.
Bro.
And like that was my first UFC event I've ever been to. So it was cool to see the vibe, the entrance music. Like
Yes.
that shit, you get a pop when these guys
Dude,
come on. It
whenever-
was
Oh my
awesome.
God.
Yeah, it was so cool.
This doesn't show how amazing it is.
Yeah, for real.
Like when you're there, you feel this energy. It's pretty fucking nuts, man. Like whenever an Eastern European came out, we're like, dude, there's gonna be some electric accordion.
Yeah.
Like so this
and it
song
was
is
banging.
Yeah.
Like the Russian music, we're like, yo, we were Shazamming it.
We'll start shazamming all the music.
I was like, this is fire.
Well, dude, I think we're lucky that was our first event.
Yeah.
Because like that was my opener, right? I had
That's
friends
awesome.
who were there multiple times and went to events.
Oh, it was nothing like this.
And they were like, yo, this is some different shit. Like, this is a different experience. So, yeah, I feel lucky that was my first experience.
It was crazy, man. Like this event, I gotta say, like I'm so happy I got to go to this thing. It's like a life-changing event for me.
No, absolutely.
Why do you say life changing?
Because I'm gonna put every other fighting event to this now. It's like if it's not like this, I don't want it. Out of my face.
A fun game me and Dave were playing where like pick out the Dagestanis in the crowd.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of really scary
A lot of Armenians, though. How do you?
No,
differentiate?
it was hard. It was really hard. It was really scary to point out. But you see the standard beard
and ear.
and then fucked up ears,
Yeah.
and they're just jacked, like
And
traps all the way to the back
necks.
of the head.
The necks were crazy.
We were like, that guy has a gold medal in something. That
Yeah.
guy has a gold medal. He's an Olympic champ or something. Like it was all over. And then the fun part that I never got to experience that Dave used to always tell me about is all the fans
Yeah.
that are talking shit all the time.
Yeah, what did you guys think about the fans? 'Cause some
The
people
fans
say,
are wild, yo. The
Like,
fans are
did
wild.
it make it more of an experience, more fun, or was it annoying?
Pissing me
It
off.
was kind of more annoying, just because like we had one guy in the back behind us that David, it was his arch nemesis, and he was just trying to like say jokes the whole time and trying to get laughs from people.
Oh
Nobody
no!
And David was like rolling his eyes like this.
Like, dude, shut the fuck up. It's been 6 hours.
Yeah.
Nobody's laughed.
And then-
Everybody be quiet now.
And then like when someone gets eye poked, he's like, "You're a fucking pussy, Jamahal."
Yeah.
You're just like, oh man.
But it would be like really bad jokes. Like, you know, let's say, I don't remember the jokes exactly, but let's say he got eye poked. He goes, should have worn goggles. It'd be like something like that.
Oh, God.
And it's like dead silent.
Is it a dad or is it like a younger guy?
That was a younger guy.
He's a young lad.
It was Sukhmen.
I was
Should have worn
scared.
goggles.
I was scared to run into any Armenians because I knew they were pissed.
Oh yeah, they were hot.
You know?
So speaking of that, as soon as the fight was over, as soon as Renato Moicano got choked out, me and David were like, all right, let's leave. We go to the bathroom immediately. We're peeing. We just hear a loud slap, and then people scruffling and like
In the
scrapping
bathrooms?
right outside the bathroom.
They were having an argument over the Merab fight. It was a Russian dude and a short, fat white guy.
A Mexican dude.
Oh, Mexican.
The little Mexican dude.
Yeah, they can get confused sometimes.
And when we walked outside, he had a shirt off.
So that means he took his shirt off to scrap. He got the better of the bigger Russian guy, I think, but because he was looking at us and going like, "You see, I socked him. I socked him." I was like, "All right, bro."
And he was asking me for confirmation. Yeah. And I was like, "We got to get out."
Every person that walked by, he was looking at them saying, "You saw me sock him, right?" You saw. It's like this was like his highlight of his life.
Yeah.
He was so hyped.
Yeah.
So there was actually people. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
There was actually people following. This is our first time we've actually showed, or the founders showed their faces to the world. So it's always been like a mysterious, full violence. And there were people who recognized us at the event, which is cool. But it wasn't a good thing because they were mad that they didn't get to meet Charles. Because the line was so fucking long, right? So we were just like getting hounded by these guys. Like, hey, you're fucking full of violence, right? I didn't get to see Charles. And we're like, dude, we're just trying to enjoy the event, man.
Dude, you're like 6'8".
Yeah, but
you kind of. I was surprised when I saw you. I was like, oh shit.
I'm a gentle giant, you know?
They don't know that. You have a shirt that says full violence. How would they fucking know? Jesus Christ. I would just pick them up by their fucking head. Be quiet. And just fucking throw them off the fucking bleachers.
Dude, you're huge. How tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
That's pretty.
You're a big boy.
Yeah, but you're way taller than me.
And your gut biome for all that street food, wild.
Real strong.
I could eat absolutely anything.
stomach.
All right, let's get into the first. Let's just get into the one that all the controversies around: Merab versus Nurmagomedov.
Yeah.
You guys, I was watching the fight at home. We thought he won easily, 3-2. You guys immediately were like, "Whoa!"
We thought the other way around.
Other way around, easily.
Because what caught us off guard.
What was the difference?
When we were there, we could have sworn we heard. What's the announcer's name? Fucking Buffer.
Yes, and New.
We thought he said and New.
Yeah.
But maybe we were just in shitty seats and we couldn't really hear.
Yeah.
But for the most part, as soon as he put the belt on Merab, we were all like, what the fuck happened? At the end of the fight, our impression was that Umar probably edged it out. But
because of the third.
well, I thought he won the first 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Just from what we saw.
And damage too.
Yeah.
Because in that first round too, he got rocked. Yeah. You know, he got rocked. He was like wobbling on legs. And
we just thought 3-2.
Yeah.
That's what we thought.
Yeah.
So,
what about you?
I think it was close, but I think Merab had it. Like, dude showed ground. I'm a Merab fan, man. I don't know.
Merab's the man.
He gets a lot of hate.
People were doubting him this fight, I think.
Yeah. What were the odds before the fight?
He was like
Umar, right?
Umar was like minus 300.
Okay.
Yes, and I don't remember what Merab was, but he was the underdog.
Yeah,
and he had a little chip on his shoulder for sure.
And did you guys see Umar and Khabib right before the belt was given?
No, they thought they won.
Yeah, they thought they won. So,
well, we thought he won.
So yeah, Umar was like, "What?" And then Khabib was about to go to Dana and start yelling at him. He was like,
"Yeah,
Inshallah,
yeah.
Inshallah."
Like when I looked at I watched the fight again. Like I still thought that Umar edged it out a little bit, but I don't really care. Like to be honest with you, it was such a good fucking fight.
Again.
Who the fuck? I think they should fight again.
They're gonna fight.
Oh,
again.
for sure.
Like one of the things too, like we already knew he was going to be a machine. I was actually very surprised that Umar's cardio started disappearing just because of how hard they train.
Yeah.
But you know, the thing is, it's like, I think the thing I just didn't like about the Merab thing was that he was showboating when he did nothing at the time. By the time the third round hit, he literally did nothing, and there was showboating, and the crowd was going crazy.
I think that might have helped his case.
I really do think
the body language of Umar too, because you can see he's tired.
He was
and when you're
breathing.
tired, and the guy Merab is running at you screaming,
making jokes.
Yeah, like it does. I think it puts it in their mind that like this guy was more dominant.
The tide switches.
100%.
And every time that in the first 3 rounds, when I gotta watch it again, but Merab like shot or he seemingly took him down, Umar reversed it and he gained top position or he had him up against the cage. So I was like, there has to be something awarded for this, right? Because it's just like, because if I look at when they talk about octagon control, that first round it was all Umar. Umar was pressing Merab that first round, but then who judged it for fucking
That was
a lot of the judges.
I was like,
there was a
49 watching the first round.
Yeah.
That's why I was confused.
But I think it is that idea of the octagon control, because it does go both ways. It's like if you're initiating all the exchanges, they're going to be like, oh, you're the one pressing the action.
Yeah.
So I think that's where a lot of these guys are coming from. And then what I was just really not sure about why he was doing this, but every time he got the single leg and he brought him down, he didn't really follow up. He just put his hands up.
Yeah.
But it still kind of won him the fight.
Yeah.
You know, like him like gesturing to the crowd, getting amped. And every time he was like talking to the crowd went crazy.
They loved
it was
it.
loud. Did you feel the same way
Yeah,
too?
for sure. Didn't Eric Nixick, you had him on your podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't he mention something during that pod? He said that there's something that they do that changes the feelings of the refs.
Yeah, so it's like during Apex, there's no music, there's
That's
no
right.
crowd. So what he would do is he'd have his second cornerman. His only job is every time one of his fighters threw a strike, even if it didn't land, he'd just scream like, "That was good!"
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that has impact.
Dude,
absolutely has impact.
That crowd thing definitely influenced the judges because, like, from us, there's no commentary for us. We're just watching the fights.
Yeah.
And so when we see, like, Umar connecting more, even though he was moving back, Umar was swinging, crack. And you saw it in Merab's face. And so a lot of the times, too, like, I think, like, what we forget, too, there's, like, a psychological game to it. So when Merab goes like this, but literally he did nothing for the first 3 rounds. Like, he hardly did any damage. It makes people feel like he's doing a lot. Because what happens, too, with fighters like him, like Umar, he's like this boogeyman. Same thing that happened with Shavkat, right? With the Ian Gary fight.
Yeah.
You look at that and they go, oh, my God, like, Shavkat's not that good, even though he decisively beat him, because he's supposed to be the boogeyman that's untouchable.
Right.
Yeah.
So they take away from the fighter who does really well because the idol isn't doing as well as they thought they would.
For sure.
So I think that's a huge disservice. You shouldn't judge a fight based on that. Just because you thought that this person was going to steamroll the other person, it shouldn't affect what happens in the fight. But it fucks with people's perception a lot. Like I'm saying, when I look back at the fight, either way, whoever won, I was happy with it because it was such a good fucking fight. It just kind of reminded me of like the Dominic Reyes and John Jones fight. Those last 2 championship rounds, who showed up?
I thought that
it was John
right.
Jones.
Yeah.
I think Merab's experience took it over too, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, because I think a lot of
Were you surprised that Umar was tired by the 4th?
Yeah,
I was shocked. I was shocked. as
like
shit.
I knew that was definitely on the table. Like 4th, 5th round, I knew he could dominate early, and like his technique was going to be able to hold Merab off because he was able to disengage, stop the takedowns. Every time he got taken down, he was scrambling back up to his feet. So like those exchanges, I think were really good. But if Merab is just going at you the whole time and making you tired and making you defend, you're going to get tired. Like, it's going to be hard to stop.
I also disagree with a lot of the comments. They're like, Merab's wrestling was better. His wrestling wasn't better. His cardio was better. Umar's wrestling was superior. Technique-wise, it was fucking nuts.
His defense, I want that to be my signature move, is do a full split and get out of it.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? Where he
He's
did a
super
single leg
flexible,
and then split out.
Like, Armin does that a lot too. Like, you see him in situations.
Brother, don't talk about it.
But that's why his back hurts.
Did he show
He's
up?
very
brother?
flexible. He's very inflexible.
Yeah.
But
He
like
was too
anytime
busy in
somebody would have
Lamborghini.
to take down the Armin, and his leg is all the way up, and he's just because he's flexible, he's able to get out of those positions.
Yeah.
So we got to stretch, boys. We got to stretch. We got to do our splits.
Not Dave. Casual.
Overdid it, dude.
Play Underdog Fantasy, guys. It is the easiest place to play fantasy sports. It's also the fastest growing fantasy app in the industry, and that is why I'm singing, because I'm so excited about this. David, tell us a little bit.
You guys are going to listen up, okay? Italian David going to tell you what they're going to do.
Oh, I love Italian David. David, tell me about fantasy sports from Underdog.
You're picking like a piece of pizza pie. Never mind. Pick whether your favorite players will have a higher or lower stat total in this week's game for a chance to win big.
Wow.
You can win up to 1,000 times your money in a single night. Pick between 2 and 8 players or fighters to build a pick'em entry. You can also make rival picks, which pits 2 players against each other. Like, for example, which player will have more yards? How fun!
Okay, and Nick, since there's no UFC this weekend, are you going to do some picks for some other sports?
I'm looking at the AFC Championship. I think Travis Kelce is going to get more than 6 receptions because he's the go-to guy. Him and Taylor Swift, baby. It's all the way to the top. So the second one I'm going to do is I'm going to take James Cook for over 40 reception yards, which is pretty easy. He could probably get that.
He'll do that. Guys, so sign up with the Casuals as our promo code. Once again, the promo code is the Casuals to claim your free pick, plus first time deposit up to $1,000 in bonus cash.
A lot of cash.
Visit UnderdogFantasy.com to find them in the App Store, and don't forget to register with our promo code,
The
Casuals. David, do it with me. 1, 2, 3.
The Casuals.
To claim your free pick plus first time deposit up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Play with your boys. Do you train a little bit?
It's funny you mentioned that. It's my New Year's resolution, so I signed up for a entry BJJ
Let's
slash
go.
kickboxing course.
Kung Fu Tai Chi.
Let's go.
Shout out to Jace in Sacramento. So I'm going to start his kickboxing entry. Yeah,
What
yeah.
gym is that?
It's title boxing.
Tight.
Yeah. So I'm going to start it up this year.
Tallest dude to ever do jiu-jitsu, dude. Just triangles all day.
I'm almost scared, dude, because I heard a lot of horror stories on like just watching I tore my ACL playing basketball in college. So like just
Basketball,
like
yeah.
doing things that might twist or turn, it's kind of like a concern to me.
It's
But
always going to be. I tore my MCL and ACL on my left. All basketball.
oh shit,
It's all
yeah,
basketball.
Yeah.
So
Basketball
it's just
do
a
it, too.
painful thing, but
Yeah.
if you like the sport, you're just gonna have to deal with it.
For sure. So do you train?
I don't do jiu-jitsu because this knee is fucked.
Yeah.
But
Not yet.
we
Muay
kick box.
Thai, boxing that guy.
I want to wrestle though. I just want to fucking take people down and fart in their face.
Yeah. How about you? Go
Signature
to
move.
train?
Yeah, I don't do jiu-jitsu, but I'm going to start. New Year's resolution.
Come on.
But I ain't doing that Lionheart.
Where are you gonna do that?
I'm gonna do a different gym, compete against you.
Oh, all right, dude.
All right, dude.
But other,
May the best
say this,
man
brother.
win.
I just
brother.
keep doing like, hey, I'll just do the split defense.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that Merab had staph infection into the fight?
Both these fools he broke his fucking hand.
First round. But Merab cut his leg, right, Nick, on a bleacher before the
Split
fight.
it open to the point where you could see bone.
I saw that. How long before the fight was that?
I think it was in the middle of the camp.
Oh shit.
And it looks like the scar is still fresh, so it's still pretty new.
How did the commission even
Yeah.
allow that?
So there was an article about how Merab kind of like bullied the commissioner. Of
course.
Of course he
let
did.
them.
Little
'Cause
Gimli.
sometimes guys will they'll have to hide their injuries so they can fight. You know, like what TJ did when he fought Aljo. He had to
Yeah.
kind of like
Right.
hide his shoulder injury. So the fact that he did that and still went out there to fight the boogeyman.
This fool Merab ain't no bitch though. You see this fool confront Payton Talbot because he made a
Yeah,
joke
that's
about
so
it?
Yeah, yeah, I
funny.
saw that.
Scary.
He definitely has a short temper though.
Oh yeah.
Short guy, short temper. It's like, bro, they're just talking. It's just interview stuff.
Yeah.
People are just gonna say things, but he takes things personally. Super hard.
See, I hear that a lot, but it's like, dude, if someone's talking shit about you, you're gonna say, "Hey, what's up? Were you talking shit about me?" Don't you think that?
Yeah.
Not me, dude.
If you're a fighter, yeah.
If I'm,
You know,
if this is for entertainment and people are being interviewed, I'm like, that's what he's supposed to do.
But if anything, that also made it even more entertaining. The fact
Yeah, I
that they got that
guess.
clip.
Payton's such a chill guy, though. He's like, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Payton doesn't-
Ball!
I feel like Payton didn't really care. He goes, I'm just being interviewed, dude.
yeah.
I like you. You're my idol.
Yeah, it's all right, dude.
And now every time I see Merab, I always think of David talking about how Merab jumped into the ice
frozen-
pond.
Yeah.
And like now I'm thinking about it, this fool's indestructible.
Yeah.
Because most guys would hit that and get KO'd.
Yeah.
This dude was bleeding.
that
Yep.
funny. Our video is the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
I
And
watch
I'm
it
like,
every
who's
day.
gonna knock this guy out?
Yeah.
He was bleeding. He split his head open. And you know what the funniest part is? When you watch the full video, he's just going, this stupid motherfucker. You're so stupid. He was so mad at himself. That's why I became an instant fan of it. He didn't try to play it off.
Yeah.
He was just,
And he released the video himself.
Yeah.
Like, no, like, he chose to do that. He's the man.
you're so stupid, you idiot.
Yeah.
Low-key, everyone's like, who's Merab gonna fight now?
Shit, I don't know.
I'm kind of in the. He should run it back with Umar. Now I'm thinking about it.
I mean, who else?
right? Because it's like
Sean.
Sean
Oh,
Strickland
Sean?
for sure.
Sean Strickland. Yeah,
mean-
yeah, Sean
yeah.
Strickland.
Sean Strickland
Sean
you
Strickland
can
love that shit.
No, shut up. Like, because he
Sean
tore
Strickland might
his
lose.
He had a hip surgery, right? So he's gonna be out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Sean O'Malley?
Sean O'Malley.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sean
did he?
O'Malley,
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
I think he had a torn like labrum or something when
He made a
fought,
great statement too. Sean was like,
up.
Sean after he watched that fight, he goes, "Dude, I got to get better."
That's
He's-
tight.
That shit scared him.
Okay.
Because I think like his whole obviously is the grappling scenario, right?
Right.
Which is for a lot of strikers. But I think when he saw that fight, he goes, "Oh shit, they leveled up."
Yeah. Well, dude, let's talk about the Payton. Or I don't know what order you want to go in, but
Anyway,
Talk about
doesn't matter.
Payton. Because your boy's the Payton, right?
Yeah,
He did
yeah,
he did a
dude.
dating
So-
show with you and didn't choose any girl?
no, he chose a girl.
He did?
Yeah. I think they're still,
Oh.
Yeah.
We're like, oh,
But
tell us
dude,
more.
that fight it was a harsh watch, man. I mean, we had that pop up that day, and we were just at the hotel, just pre gaming, and we were just waiting for people to come together. So we actually watched that fight from our hotel, and man, that was a hard fight to watch. I'm a Payton fan.
You know
real.
what?
We all
Payton,
were.
though, he struggled in that first round, but he really showed
Came
what he was
back.
about in the second
back.
and third.
He did.
Yeah.
So even though he lost, people forget. He's young as shit.
Yeah.
He
New.
literally just started. He's
sure.
allowed to lose a little bit, and they put somebody fucking tough against him.
Yep.
So they weren't babying this motherfucker.
And his composure throughout
Yeah.
was insane.
He has no emotions. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Like just seeing him just get grinded out, and he's just like stone faced throughout the
Yeah.
whole thing.
And he came back up and was still
Cracking.
landing shots,
Bang.
trying to finish the fight.
But the age from how you say his last name?
Barcelos.
Barcelos. You can tell the experience was there,
Vet.
dude.
He was a vet.
You know?
He has like 30 fights, 30 pro MMA fights.
Hey, send Payton to fucking Dagestan. See what happens. See what happens, dude.
No, because that's the gap that everybody was like thinking about, right? Is like the
ground.
How does his wrestling look? And it's not like he did terrible. He was still getting back
Right.
up. But so it's like there's definitely Payton Talbot is going to be fighting in the championships soon.
Oh, 100%, man.
He'll be up there.
Because like Nick was asking too, like we were talking about, he was like, I wonder what he's gonna look like when he gets pressured. Like, is he gonna break? And he didn't break.
No, he
yeah.
didn't.
But then we got let's go to the main event really quick. Did any of you have an ounce of hope for Moicano?
When they were standing, I was like, oh shit.
Because you got it you got it right.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm a Moicano fan.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
He can't afford to lose, my brother.
I said first round easy.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah. Honestly, that was the only bet I got right from underdog.
Yeah.
That was the only one I got right.
That shit was so funny because like, you see Moicano, he's so long, and you could tell he worked on his cross very well. He was placing that, and then all of a sudden, I was like, I'm done, brother.
Yeah, boom.
He just
So
throws out the
quick.
jab,
Yeah.
changes levels, takes him down, done.
Moicano was saying he didn't even see the takedown coming.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
So he was like, that's how good he is. Like, he didn't even see it coming. So when he got taken down, he was like, oh, fuck, it's over.
And props to him on his post fight because he didn't, no excuses. You know, he was almost so real where he was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get this fucking chance again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, obviously I want to see that, but it's crazy to take a fight like that in a day and just say, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm in here.
He's the man, dude.
Moicano fights Paddy Pimblett next, dude.
Pimblett.
I'm ready for that.
Paddy Pimblett was little critiques. Moicano didn't like it, and Paddy just choked somebody out recently in the gym.
You see that fight?
Oh yeah, I watched that sparring.
That was crazy.
They've been beefing for a while online.
What
Apparently.
was the beef?
I don't know. They just been talking shit to each other, so they decided to settle it in the gym. And then once he got that shit synced in, he would not
Did
let
not
go.
let go,
He wanted to
man.
kill him, which was fucking nuts.
That was a little scary.
Like, that was really, like, scary, but I was also, like, kind of cool.
Isn't it kind of cool though? Like if MMA
Gym raids?
fighters like talk shit to each other, if they really have a problem, they could solve it in a very safe way with other people there, like people reffing in between. And if you want to scrap, just scrap it out. You
Right.
could very much do it. And they're both they're both professional fighters, so why the fuck not, right? Especially if you're saying the other person sucks. So let's see what's up. And then Paddy his jiu-jitsu's good, dude.
Look, if he fights Renato, he could definitely sub that fool.
oh, easy.
Like, he could definitely catch Renato. Not saying, like, Renato's, like, a slouch on the ground, but I feel like they're definitely equal.
And then Paddy can eat shots like crazy.
yeah, he's got a chin on him, dude.
Big old head too, same theory.
Big head.
Fat head.
What do you guys think is next for Islam? Because Dana was saying that Serghei has to go back to the drawing board, and he's not going to get the next title shot, which I think is kind of wild.
Yeah.
Who do you guys see Islam fighting next? Charles Oliveira?
Charles Du Bronx.
Or should Islam?
think it makes sense.
Or should Islam be fighting harder for that? Or Serghei be fighting harder for that fight?
I think he was like, I understand. I'll fight Charles 5 rounds. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is kind of cool.
He doesn't care. He literally doesn't
Yeah.
care. He goes, place somebody in front of me, I'll fucking destroy
He's
you.
like, I know I didn't show up. That sucks, but
So is there
fight.
any light on what happened to Armand? Not like how Dana just.
It was just his back.
he said sciatica.
So-
That's what he said.
No, but it sounds like from what I've heard, like he's not even gonna give him the chance for the title.
No.
Like,
What
right?
people are assuming is that Armand kind of talked about like he felt fine, he was doing all these interviews and everything else, and then on the when it came game time, it was just so bad he couldn't do it.
He said he couldn't walk.
What it seems like Dana was inferring was that they went to the doctors and the doctor said he was okay to fight,
That's what it felt
but
like.
his team probably was like, no, it's not a good thing.
Got it.
So once Dana White hears, oh, the doctor says you're okay and you don't want to, all right, you lost your chance.
I see.
Right?
I think Dana was kind of nice. He didn't really call it out like that.
Yeah.
He kind of was like,
That's what it's inferring. But you know what? Armand, it's like, dude, I just have a chance for this belt. I don't want to lose it if I know I'm not at 100%. Because obviously he's over here twisting his body like a fucking pretzel every day. With those fucking clips. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, man. And now there's like doctors, like, YouTube doctors breaking
oh,
it
I've been
down.
watching all of those. So I'm like, Serghei, you're stupid.
I don't know. But either way, if he doesn't get a chance, give him fucking Ilia Topuria.
Oh my God.
Honestly, I would love to see that.
I want to see that so bad.
I think that fight would be like, everyone's like, oh, I don't want to see that. Dude, I think
Ilya
that
and-
makes sense.
Are there
Please.
people that are saying they don't want to see that?
Yeah, people are like, oh, he didn't earn the shot. I don't want to see Islam fighting a small guy again. So like, these are some comments that I see, and I'm like, dude, I think that's a matchup.
Oh,
especially with this whole Georgian versus Dagestan
Like
conversation.
At first, I didn't like it because I don't like people jumping like that. But Ilya gave up his belt, so he could do whatever the fuck he wants. Also, too, he beat 2 people in their prime. So, like the thing about like when you talk about Merab being like the greatest of all time bantamweight, like he fought Jose Aldo. He's a lot older at the time. Henry Cejudo, fucking older as well. When you look at Ilia Topuria, he fought 2 of the top contenders in their prime. They're not in a decline. Right? They're fucking amazing. And he did work on them
Yeah.
that nobody else has done before. So, like with Merab, I understand, like to me, he's probably up there in bantamweight GOATs. But if you look at his resume, yeah, did he beat Jose Aldo? That's arguable. A lot of people thought Jose won that fight. So, and also he's fighting an older Jose. He fought a washed up Henry Cejudo. Not taking away from him. I'm just like comparing the resumes.
I don't think he took down Jose, did
He didn't. Jose
That's
kept him
kinda
up.
crazy.
So he was doing, that's the other thing too that I didn't like. He was doing the showboating thing to Umar, what Jose was doing to him, and then he won the fight. Because remember, Jose Aldo, he was up against the cage, and he was going, the fuck is
Calling
this?
him in, yeah.
Right? But who won that fight? Merab did. Bullshit. So that's the other thing I didn't like. Yeah. I like showboating when it's placed right.
Yeah. Let's get to Jiri and Jamahal. Also, First of all, you got to interview some of these fighters. Tell the fans, how was that? Because you got to confront Aljo. You got to confront Jamahal.
Dude, I got this funny ass clip with Aljo that
Can we release all that or no?
We can. We just got to get CapCut to let me do it. CapCut doesn't work anymore. But
might be working now.
Yeah,
TikTok
maybe.
Back.
But yeah, I met Jamahal. Jamal's super chill as fuck. Really cool.
Super nice. Yeah.
You know, my thing is like when I'm interviewing these fighters, I just want them to get the questions in and out. They're tired, right? Like I'm not trying to fucking like barrage them with stupid fucking questions. I just want them to have a good time. So Jamahal was super cool, man. And I think like one of the things, like I was having a conversation with Bart about this, and then the conversation about Jamahal is that, oh, he's so fucking stupid and dumb. I've been watching him so long. At first, I thought the same thing, and then I'm like, this motherfucker's selling these fights.
He's playing a game.
He is.
100%. He's playing a game.
It's like,
100%.
He's
That's what I've
literally
been
just
saying.
selling the fights, man. And like what people don't understand, it's like you like Jiri, you don't like Jiri enough to pay for the pay-per-views, right? Because he's super cool and weird, but he doesn't really sell fights. Jiri with Jamahal talking shit the way that he does made this fight exciting and also made the win exciting.
Yeah.
If Jamahal wasn't talking like that, it wouldn't have been that big.
So I agree with you. Like Jamahal knows what he's doing. It's systematic, 100%. And the fact that fans don't understand that, that's also a part of it too, right?
Yeah.
It even builds to it. But this fight, I don't think he talked that much shit. It was more so like he's trying to do damage control on his personality that thinks the fans different perception of him. But
whole Alex Pereira saga.
Chama.
Dude, but see, that's what you want. You want those
Yes.
people to pay tickets to watch you get knocked out.
For sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I clearly knew it. Like this guy's doing what he has to do to get a bag. And whether he wins or he loses depends on the game. But
I like it.
yeah.
Jamahal too, like he was in trouble quite a few times. He fought back up, but he was cracking Jiri too. But Jiri is just a full-blown tard. So like, did you see those uppercuts? He would clinch him and fucking blast him with an uppercut.
Landing.
And then Jiri goes, come on! I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
That's what the risk is about that unorthodox style, right? Like he would leave himself open so many times, and it was like, my heart was like dropping every time. It was crazy.
Yeah, I think Jiri after the fight said, I tried to put my hands up more. I was like, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
There was not one point where his hands were up.
But that last transition before he got knocked out, Jamahal got knocked out, it was a smooth.
Ooh, that little pull cross hook.
Smooth transition.
So money.
And I understand why Jamahal threw that fucking wild haymaker, because in the exchange, when they were scrapping, he was getting the better of him, like in the inside fighting.
Yeah.
So I think he thought he had him a little bit, and he just, out of desperation, just threw that wild fucking hook, and it was just game over.
Jamahal looked good in there.
Look at that.
But what made me nervous was when he came out with double knee braces. I was like,
Me too.
what happened?
I was like, what's
Sakura.
going on?
What's going on over here, dude?
He's going Japanese.
Yep. And he kept like overextending. And then, Nick caught it on early that he was doing this crazy pull counters. And he was like, watch, he's going to keep constantly overextending. And Jiri just needs one. And literally it was the pull counter, just like he called it.
Because usually he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Right? Like Jiri stands there and just exchanges. So
Right.
he's working on it. He's trying to be a little more elusive.
But I like to think that Jamahal got respect after this.
Absolutely.
It was
I hope
it was
he
a
did.
solid, yeah.
Dude, he was cracking Jiri too.
Bro.
It was fucking nuts.
I think most guys would have dropped.
I think Jiri does better without the ponytail, honestly.
I think it's in the way. Because like optics wise, when you
Yeah.
get hit, it snaps back.
sure.
So
For
you can see
equilibrium,
it way
too?
more. Yeah. It's a very top heavy.
Heavy.
And there was like a very in-depth on Jiri and Alex's second fight when he got knocked with the kick. There was a really in-depth video where someone was looking at his hair, and they said that Alex knew when his hair stopped moving.
Oh my God.
That's when he knew to kick.
That was the
bet,
tell?
though, dude.
Amen.
I bet. Because he broke that ponytail off his head, too.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, touch grass, man. Touch a little grass. You're doing a little too much. Just relax a little bit, okay? Fucking Jesus Christ, man.
Shout out to our boy Holland Almeida. This guy.
That was actually a lot more exciting than I thought
That
it
was a
was.
very
Fun.
fun fight.
He looked good, bro. I needed him to get 2 takedowns, but he only got 1.
This
This
was-
piece of shit.
This was stressing.
This
He was like,
piece of shit.
Did
he was
you
like,
lose your
don't do
underdog?
it. Don't choke him out. Don't do it.
Let him back up and take him back down again, please.
I got mine.
You got?
All 3, baby.
Wow.
Paid $5.
And what's crazy is after the fight, everyone's booing Almeida like, come on, guys. What more can you want?
That was the most action-packed Almeida we've ever seen.
It was good.
They booed him because he said Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He was like,
got it,
he said, thank you, Las Vegas. And Elliot was like, boo. Then he was so sorry, Los Angeles. And then everybody started
New
cheering.
York?
Yeah. They booed because he said Las Vegas. That's why.
Yes.
Especially after the fire. And then he was like, Las Vegas,
Hey, Jailton, he's probably the other next top contender heavyweight.
Yeah, he's scary.
Like future. Skill set wise, he's like probably the most skilled
How much
dude.
better did his boxing get, dude?
Ooh, he looked
looked
good.
good.
I liked it.
He looked good.
Yeah, he's scary as fuck.
All right, this is a little sad one. Kevin Holland on a 4-fight losing streak.
Yeah.
Lost to De Ridder.
I mean,
Tough.
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one to swallow.
But we all thought maybe not everyone thought this, but I just felt like Kevin Holland was going to win on the stand-up. De Ridder, once he got him on the ground, the threats were going to be really
He's a big boy, too.
yeah.
Dog, he was way bigger than I thought.
Yeah, when I was interviewed, so I didn't get to interview, is it Henner or Rayner? Rayner De Ridder.
Rayner.
I didn't get to interview him, but then I was just like looking at him like, dude, this was fucking gigantic.
He's a
Holy
tall guy.
shit.
Yeah, Kevin fights often too, right? Like he's never waiting.
He's fought more than John Jones has fought in his whole career in the last like 2 years. Which is pretty nuts. Makes no sense.
But as soon as he threw that jab and that single leg, I was like, oh no, it's over. Like how well he got to his hips, how early, I was like, oh no. So I guess De Ridder is going to be the next big thing at 185.
Kevin was just looking for that knockout immediately, and he just kind of threw the haymaker.
was
And it's like, what do fucking like jujitsu and fucking grapplers love? You to just put all your might into a punch so they could change level. And that's exactly what happened. The rest is history. But I still fuck with Kevin Holland, man.
Yeah, for real.
I think he's a big enough star that they'll still hold on to him. Maybe.
No,
for one more
absolutely,
fight. Yeah.
absolutely.
Because 4 fights, though, is like that's when you get the axe sometimes.
There's very few fighters who have a personality that can be sold. Like Kevin is like one of those, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's naturally on camera, he's good and everything else.
You got to interview him, right?
Yeah, he's chill as fuck,
cool.
man. I just went up to him, and then he's a super good interviewer. Like, I think with like Kevin Holland, when I see him get interviewed, I think a lot of the times it's like you're gonna have to kind of play to his personality, right? I think he can tend to be a little short-tempered, and he takes things the wrong way.
But in Rampage, right?
Yeah.
He got into it, which is
Yeah.
wild.
So it's like for them, like for him, I think he's chill, but you got to like ease up to it. Like you can't just go full force. I think he's a really cool guy. I think all these guys are really cool.
Yeah.
But
Kevin was one of the first drops that we did, like 23. And we made a custom rolling tray with him.
Oh, sick.
Oh,
That's
that's
because we had to.
yeah.
And the first call I had with him, literally the first words out of his mouth, "Hey, bro, you smoke?"
Chill as fuck, man. I like all these guys, man. Hopefully one day, they don't ever watch this podcast.
Dude, we'll just delete our catalog.
Yeah.
We're restarting.
So
this
why
whole
heard you
thing.
said this? I was like, I did say that, and now you're on this podcast.
I love you.
I love you.
Let's have sex.
Well, I think you guys got to beat Renato's podcast because he'd be calling out everyone and anyone.
Well, he can.
Cannot.
I can do nothing.
Yeah.
He can literally do whatever he
Yeah.
fucking wants.
Yeah.
Casuals. Guess what? Come to us.
Yes.
As we live stream 170. We got bangers of fights, man. Come with us. Be a part of the moment.
Bro, if you want that energy, guys, come this Friday, 3:30 a.m. Pacific time. I don't care if it's too early for you guys in
Wake up.
California. Wake up, because we got some crazy fights. Make sure you come to our live stream
Dude, this is
on
crazy.
the Casuals channel. Nick, how about you tell us some of the bangers that are on this fight card for 170?
I'm really excited about Marcelo Garcia coming back, and he's going to be fighting against Imanari.
That's ridiculous.
That's a big one. And Marcelo Garcia just had cancer, dude. He's coming back, baby.
Wow, dude. He's coming back from everything.
Come on, dog. But then we have the main event. We got Tawan Chai versus...
Dude. Super Bond, dude.
All these
Let's-
fights are ridiculous.
Delicious.
They're going to be really fun to watch.
And this is what I'm most excited about. Nico Carrillo
is
versus
interesting.
the tall boy, Nabil Anane.
That fight's going to be nuts, dude.
This is going to be Nico's challenge.
Yep.
It's going to be a big challenge for him, actually.
Can he handle the length of Nabil? And there's another one on there. Smoking Joe is fighting against Bompara, the guy who
that-
fought Luke Leslie.
Oh, shit.
That's going to be crazy. He's a model, dude.
He's a model.
He's a model.
Guys, check us out at the live stream.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Did you guys see any prelims that were bangers? I was disappointed.
Rinya.
Rude one of my parlays for him
Yeah.
to get 3 takedowns, and he got 0.
Wow, you could levels, but wait, what was that fight where that dude got socked in the back of the head 3 times?
Oh, the wrestler. Dude.
Yeah.
Armenian.
This guy?
No, Russian guy. No, go up a little bit more. Oh, it's not even fucking on here. Oh, yeah.
Azamat.
Azamat.
And
That
Zachary
fool,
Reese.
that fool socked him in the back of the head so hard it was unreal.
And that was the first time where you get to see someone get finished, not on like the broadcast. So you see how long Zachary Reese was on the ground for. He was fucked up. Dude.
Yeah.
He was out for a while. That was
was-
actually kind of fucked up to see.
That wasn't even from the legal shots. It was literally from the back of the head shot.
Yeah, because he sat up and he got hit in the back of the head like 2-3 times,
like
and he
full
got flatlined.
fucking force.
Yeah. Oof.
And I think the argument is like if you're moving your head, he wasn't moving his head. He literally just blah, and then he was out, and then he hit him 2 more times from the back of the head. And I was like, dude, he might be brain damaged from
dead.
that shit.
That was a really bad KO.
I would have minded if that shit got overturned. To be honest with you.
I love looking at the UFC's payouts because across the board, everyone gets paid. It reminds me of boxing, how everyone makes like $4 a fight. Look at this.
How real is this though? Like how is this like? It's not fully transparent, right?
I think the athletic commission,
It's baseline.
they have to put
release
it
the
out.
statement, yeah.
For whatever reason, that California does it.
Oh, so this is what it is then.
I believe so.
This surprises me. Islam only at 200K. That's the only one.
But he got pay-per-view points.
Yeah.
Then Merab is really banking.
Champ got pay-per-view points.
Oh,
But
did
like
you hear-
their deal is
I
different.
forgot about this. Islam did say he wanted to fight DDP next.
Kind of fire.
He wants to move up to 185.
Because he says he wanted to fight 170, but Bilal's there, so we can't do
he said
that.
he's going to jump and fight DDP.
He said, let's do DDP. That'd be kind of fun.
That'd be fucking nuts.
He just got yacked if Islam just got really big.
Yeah. What do you guys think about Sean and DDP?
Man, I don't even know about that one. Because even the first time they fought, I was like, this is going to be one of the most awkward fights. And it kind of was. It was a
Two
really,
awkward fighters.
Yeah, it was a really hard fight to score. But I feel like Sean Strickland can get it done in this one.
Yeah, I was pretty sold on like DDP winning that just because of, look at his resume, right? Like, look what he did. But then I feel like once you kind of have the feel and the touch of a very awkward fighter, you could probably have a better game plan on the next time. So Sean might be able to make the adjustments to deal with him because honestly, in that first fight, I actually thought Sean won. So I feel like this next time, now that awkwardness isn't a surprise. It's like, oh, I know how to deal with this. So DDP might run into a couple of issues, but once again, DDP might have leveled up himself.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
His game is the next level, too.
Right?
Yeah, I think even Izzy and Bobby Knuckles were talking about him. They're like, bro, he's so fucking slow, but then you get hit and then it's over.
Yeah, it's awkward.
It's so weird.
And he had that one nostril for like half of his career.
Yeah.
Right.
Now
And
we
he
got
fixed
another
it. Now his cardio's great.
Yeah.
I just want to bring up this highlight really quick. In Misfits or Design,
Bro,
I'm not sure.
we were watching this in the stands.
Yeah.
Bro, Darren Till.
Beat the shit out of him.
I don't know much about Anthony
didn't see
Taylor,
this
though.
yet.
Is he a worthy opponent?
He's had a lot of these like boxing celebrity matches. Like he's
But Darren
fought-
was supposed to win, right? Or
I would have believed so. And it was a last minute replacement because he was supposed to fight, Till was supposed to fight Tyson.
Tommy Fury.
Oh, Tommy Fury.
oh, that's right.
And Tommy
Wow.
Fury was like, "You said you were gonna kick me in the head. The fight's off."
Yeah.
and then
That's kinda
and then
dumb.
he stopped it because he was like, "That's unsportsmanlike," which is crazy.
That's
It's a
why he
fucking
pulled out of the
fighting
fight.
sport.
Really?
Yeah, it was just this whole spiel, right? So Tommy Fury goes on this thing. He goes, well, I'm a consummate professional, right? He goes, I don't want to do influencer boxing. Like, I'm a real boxer. It's like, well, that's funny because you're doing it on an influencer boxing stage. So either way, nobody takes you that seriously fucking anyways, right? So for him to kind of use that as the premise to say, oh, I don't want to do this because he's an unprofessional person. I'm a real boxer. You shouldn't be here then. You should be doing boxing just like how your brother did. So that conversation is fucking stupid. So now it's like, does a promoter even want to book Tommy Fury anymore? You're not even that big of a fucking sell. Like nobody gives a fuck about you.
But I know these influencer fights, they make a good.
Oh, they make
Chain.
bags. They make bags.
Look at the sponsors they got on this, and also too like Darren Till is training with Liam Smith, who's a big boxer, and like you could tell like his style translates really well to boxing.
Yeah.
And, it looks like they're in two different weight divisions just because of how tall he is. But Darren Till was like, hey, Anthony Taylor was a lot harder to hit than I expected. And he was like, I think Tommy Fury would have been an easier fight.
I think so. 100%.
Because he's just there to get hit a little bit more.
Can we forward to the knockout? I'm curious. to see.
Which one?
He dropped him.
Which one? You mean the 17th one?
He
Really?
dropped him like 5 times.
He got done a
They
shit ton
didn't
of
stop
times.
that shit? Wow.
No.
He kept getting with an uppercut.
Because I think he's had enough fights where they can go. Because usually they don't even do 8 rounds.
I think he got knocked down 4 times.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was pretty brutal.
Yeah, he was beating the shit out of Anthony Taylor.
Yeah, it's going to come up pretty soon
Oh,
right
yeah,
here.
this is the last one.
Look at
Oh,
all the
he-
uppercut.
He kept lining that shit up. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, dude. Look at this.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's where the corner was like, oh, we forgot the towel. Oops. Dude, he got knocked down 5 times?
Darren Till, dude. Maybe it's the new
Is
thing
this
for him.
his thing?
I think so. I think it looks pretty good. He could dominate this circuit, I think.
Oh.
He could do well in the circuit.
I was really excited when he entered the UFC.
Yeah.
Like I was really just to watch him. So fun. The DDP fight was really good.
We were just talking about
That was the best DDP
Yes.
fight ever.
Yes.
Look at that.
And he actually had really good moments in that fight, but he just, his takedowns weren't there. But
was
everything
piecing him
else,
up.
he was tagging him, bro. He was touching him more than anyone else.
He kind of mastered DDP's wild swing on that in that fight.
Just straight shots down the
Right.
pipe. Like,
Yeah.
'cause His technique is real pretty. Very nice.
You know who Darren Till's next fight should be, though? Uriah Hall.
Ooh.
Hey,
Uriah Hall. Look, Uriah. That's our boy now.
speak for him.
Uriah Hall wants a piece of Darren Till. Dude, he's literally said
Make it
he
happen.
doesn't have anything going for him.
Stupid fencer. That's what he said. I didn't say it.
He goes, he's not even a good fighter. What do you have? A left, and that's it? Darren Till, please fight Uriah Hall. You guys were supposed to do it in the UFC. It never fucking happened. Do it in a boxing ring. Both of you have professional boxing matches recently. I think it would be a fucking banger. Please.
David will interview and host the face-off,
He'll ref too.
and he'll rap.
I'll have no idea what's going on.
And we'll do the merch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Full file. Let's do a promotion. This might happen.
It's like, why aren't you guys throwing leg kicks? It's like, this is a boxing match, you idiot. Oh, my bad.
Oh, this is random news, but I want to put this up. Did you guys know that Gavin Newsom and Marshon Lynch have a podcast?
Shut the fuck
Fuck out of here.
Yes.
Dude was like,
Yes.
hey, did you guys hear about this podcast? Like,
No
no.
way, bro.
Yeah, dude. And it's sick.
Is it?
What the fuck?
Let's
What
put
do
a
they
snippet
talk
on.
about?
Let's put a snippet on.
Shut the fuck
Politicking.
up, dude. This is what this guy's doing while LA's burning. He's
Yeah,
doing
for real.
podcasts.
Marshon Lynch.
What the fuck, dude?
Oh, wait. I don't even know if they even... Is it out yet?
Politicking?
Let it go. I only watched one snippet, and I
You
thought
said you love it. Earlier, you said, I love it.
I
watch
watched
it
a
every day.
compilation of like from one episode, and I thought like, I woke up in a different universe. Like, what the fuck is this? I couldn't believe that was real.
I want to see one day Gavin Newsom just say a hard N-word. Just really just go at it, dude. He's like, you could say it, and he says it.
You ever see this guy talk on camera? He like talks with his hands. And
Yeah.
he's like, we're here to reach out to the community and bring it back in, and we're here to
just
stop
starts
all the
voguing.
fires.
Yep,
It's like,
voguing.
bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This guy is one of the weirdest dudes I've ever seen on
I did
camera.
a Wikipedia deep dive after like the fires on Gavin Newsom. I was just in this fucking thing.
And
I
as we all
don't
did.
know. I don't know, man. The nepotism.
You raise an
and,
eyebrow,
know.
don't you?
Yeah, dude.
this guy's a
Like,
little funny.
He's
Do you
the
think
devil.
Marshon Lynch is like excited to do the podcast, or he's like,
Or
on
is it
the
a
way,
paycheck?
And he's like, "Fuck, what are we
He
gonna talk about?"
loves making
got-
money. He was in a film recently. It was about these high school kids. It was
The girls. Two
Yeah,
girls,
the
right?
Fight Club.
Fight-
Yeah, the Fight Club.
yeah.
show.
So
yeah.
Marshon Lynch, because I know people who are on set, they said that this fool was so fucking like crazy and weird. Like this fool would show up and he would just like smoke the biggest fucking blunts like ever, and he would get the fucking crew high, and he wasn't supposed to because they all have to work.
Oh, shit.
So they're like blasted and shit. And so because he couldn't memorize his lines, they would have cue cards in the back in the movie when he's talking because he couldn't memorize his lines. So they had to put cue cards he had to read off of.
That's awesome.
It's so fucking
That
funny.
got a really cool career though. The way he did what he did, left when he wanted to leave,
Yep.
and he does what he wants.
He's the
That's
man.
like
They didn't spend a single dime of his salary. Only sponsorship money.
on Skittles. He
So he saved a lot of money.
He's the man.
He's
dude.
very
That's
good
cool.
financially.
Trump inauguration. Interesting. Conor McGregor sitting with the Paul brothers.
I didn't know that was Jake there. That fool is so old.
He looks older than Logan, for sure.
Holy shit, what's wrong with him?
That's so funny how they're all just posing
That's Puerto
at
Rico.
the inauguration.
So what was is this the new America? Like what was the idea around this inauguration? Because it was all entertainers and
It was like the Nelk
Tech
boys,
billionaires.
the
Right.
Oman, all
Right.
tech billionaires.
it's really interesting. I mean, what do you guys feel about that?
Hey, dude, all I gotta say is,
hey, blur that out.
you know when I watched that, I didn't,
Let's be honest. That's autism at its.
well, it's not
Yeah, I
even that. Well, he explained what it was after.
My
He goes,
heart?
my heart goes out to you.
Oh wait, what happened? Who did this?
So this
Elon
Elon Musk.
Musk.
They said he did a Nazi symbol. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, that doesn't look good.
That's- he did a Zig Heil,
And then
full Zig Heil.
afterwards,
Really?
as he's doing, he goes, my heart goes out to you. It's like that's what he's doing. 'cause-
That's a little weird.
But I think he's just fucking, he's
Spectrum.
thinking.
He needs to probably touch
But he
the
already
sky.
said what it was, so it's just like, what is the argument here? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I just don't do that. Just go.
the hard point.
Yeah,
Just more-
because
Palm up.
he literally palmed his heart and
Yeah.
he starts tossing it to
Dude.
the ground. But it looks like the fucking Hail Hitler.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus Christ, you
How's it,
idiot, you smart idiot, like genius idiot. What's wrong with you, man?
He's got to have some deficits somewhere.
Dude, true.
You know, like,
Probably
we
got
can't have it all.
Social cues.
tiny little dick on him, dude.
Here, I'll pull it up so you can see it. He's just, chill dude. I don't even know what he does. Oh, there. Boom.
Wow.
It's the hard closed finger. If you just
Nah.
get a little looser.
Nah,
did it
dude.
twice.
He did.
And
Is
then
he
he
gonna do
goes-
a third?
And he says, what he's saying is like, my heart goes out to you. And so he was doing it to the flag. He's throwing his heart to the
He's
flag.
got
little-
he's trying to rebrand the Zig Heil. That's what it is.
He's a marketing genius.
Yeah, he did that with Tesla with electric cars. Now he's gonna do it with the Zig Heil.
But all the people on the left went wild.
Oh yeah,
Don Lemon was having a feast.
Of course.
He did like
it's
he
just
did
a
like
bad look on day one, dude.
Yeah.
Bad look on day one. Bad
Right.
look on
It's
day
just a bad
one.
look.
Yeah, don't.
You can't lead with the Zig Heil.
Yeah.
What do you guys feel about this TikTok? TikTok
It's
is
back,
back.
baby.
It's
How do we
back,
feel
man.
here? How do we
who,
feel
wait,
about
who bought
this?
it out? How's it back?
I think
Trump,
the
maybe?
government. I don't forgot, but somebody, America owes 50% of it or some shit like that.
Oh, they did that.
think-
I thought Trump just said, "Hey, we're going to extend the ban."
I think that's what the final result has to be. Is that the U.S. has to be a majority stake, whatever in it, and then that's the okay. But the original thing was on January, whatever was supposed to be canceled, unless the Supreme Court gave them an extension for the next few months, and then it'll stay around. So it's still up in the air. So we don't know what's going to happen with it. But most likely what's going to happen is Trump or somebody will buy it out. They'll get a majority stake as long as it's an American company because they just don't want it to be ByteDance.
Yeah.
Right?
But how do you guys feel from the Eastern descent? You guys all are. Do you?
Oh, I'm pissed. I'm upset.
Yeah, it's
Can't believe they
he
took
has
away
all
my
of that
people.
as Chinese motherfucker.
And I hear the new American TikTok isn't as good as the Chinese one. That's what I hear.
Like,
Yeah.
I go on Facebook because I love Facebook Marketplace. Like, I just like
It's
looking
fun to
things.
look at stuff to
Yeah, I'm like,
buy.
oh, I could buy that even though I don't need it. You know? But then I'll
could
go
use some
on
coffee
and then I
table.
see like adults who are like in their 40s like crying about TikTok. I'm like, you fucking losers. Like, go take care of your kids, you fucking dweebs. But they're just like crying. It's like, oh my God, I don't have TikTok. I'm like, you're 40 years old.
Yeah.
Who the fuck
I
cares?
think the only unique part for me, dude, is the information that's shared is you can't access it, besides X at least. There's no filters. Whereas Instagram, like you can, I think they did a feature where automatically they stop showing you gore or sensitive materials.
Yeah, you have to
without you even knowing that you're not being shown
Listen,
it.
I've got
still
my
my
account
algo, dude.
canceled like 7 times now.
Yeah, him and Zuckerberg.
Literally, I've literally seen pussy and asshole on the app, but then I call a fat person fat, and all of a sudden it's like I'm hate criming people.
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
time.
You're
yeah.
Hitler.
Yeah, basically.
It's honestly worse what you're doing.
Oh, really?
Because I think people
Is
want
it-
to see the butthole and the butts.
Yeah, we don't want to see your hate speech.
I don't ever
They don't
flag
want to see your
them.
hate speech.
You know, you'll see me flagging these fucking breastfeeding
Yeah, you're
videos.
zooming in. You're zooming in, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
people
fucking
want
love it.
breastfeeding content. People want to see that.
Yeah, it's great. Dude.
It's
When
all
they-
over my.
You know what I hate? I click one breastfeeding video, I look like a crazy person now because my algo is like, and here's all of it.
Don't click on one though. That's
I was
the-
just curious
that's
what was
the
hap-
trap.
I was curious
Don't
what was
do that.
happening.
That's the trap.
Mine is all Chinese, ching ching chong ching 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 ching, and then Down syndrome videos. They're my favorite, dude.
I get a lot of those too.
Dude, the hot Down syndrome girls are fucking the best.
I don't get that one.
Because it's like, dude,
Why
you
do
I
I
don't-
know what you're talking about?
know what I'm talking about?
You know about your
Oh,
algo.
They
Weirdo.
broke the code, dude. They broke free from the Matrix. It's like, how'd you do that?
Wait, what's your algo?
You guys want to pull it out? You guys want to?
Buttholes and breastfeeding.
No, I mean it's just because we're in full violence. It's a lot of MMA.
Yeah. it's all-
Everywhere here and there is MMA fighting. everywhere.
What do you guys think about this pivot for the UFC? Instead of doing coaches that are going to fight, let's just get good personalities that are great coaches and have them be on
I
the
like
show.
that.
I think it makes sense.
So much better.
It's better.
Because they are really good coaches, and it'll be cool to see them like take on the next group of guys.
I never got to visually see Daniel Cormier do what he does as a coach. So
Oh,
I
that's
think
right,
that's going
yeah.
to be super exciting.
Because he still coaches high school wrestling.
Yep.
They're like some of the best in the state.
Right.
I mean, in the whole nation. So like, this guy's the man.
And they have a pod together, right?
Yeah.
And
Good guy,
so they
bad guy.
probably
He's a
have
bad
good
guy.
chemistry. Yeah.
I would love to see Sean Strickland on this show, coaching dudes.
Because that one video of him running practice at Extreme Couture, you're like,
He runs
dude,
it.
he's a
He runs
great
it.
coach. I would love to see more of that. And see like the behind the scenes of how they all train. You
I
know?
just love watching Islam roast Daniel Cormier.
Yeah, he calls
That
him
shit
fat
is
the whole time.
So fucking
Fat
funny,
guy.
dude. It's just like the most ridiculously rude shit I've ever seen in my life.
And he's just not joking. He's just
Yeah,
being-
he's just being straightforward.
You go fat.
he's like, you need to lose some weight, brother.
Lizzo. You Lizzo. I eat off
Many
shit.
many folds, brother. Many folds.
Have you guys been? It sounds like you've interviewed a lot of fighters. Have you been surprised by any personalities that you've met?
No, they're all pretty chill.
Yeah.
It's all chill.
I think like a lot of the stuff, because we're never going to get to know these people for real, right? This is all like you're just in their presence.
Yeah.
And they're also kind of media trained too. I feel like most of them are just pretty like normal people to a certain extent. But once again, I don't know them personally. And I think that's like one of the things that a lot of people make their mistakes. They meet somebody once, they go, they're really cool. Well, they're cool in the moment, but we don't know who they are.
Right.
But that's all I need them to be. I just need you to be cool to me in the moment so I can get
Right
this
here.
interview done.
Yeah.
Right? Other than that, like we never get to know their real selves, right?
Yeah.
So they're just, they're all chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing that I've realized is like everyone has an idea that like fighters are a bunch of dumb mules that just fight in the ring, but like all the ones that I've met, these guys are like if you want to be the top 1% of what you do, you
be
got to be smart.
Yeah.
That's no bullshit. You can't bullshit that at all. And like that's one thing I've realized, and I got a lot more respect for people because it's like, dude, this guy knows what he's talking about. He's very articulate. He thinks of the game very differently, very technically. So like I was with Sean the other day, and that was the second time I met him, and who he is on camera, on media, is who he is at least behind the scenes as well, which is a respectable quality. It's authenticity, right? But he's also funny as shit. Like we're releasing a video today with him, and he's the presidential thing, right? The whole drop is around the inauguration, and he just goes on a spiel in front of the camera. So he is who he is, and like what you see is what you get, basically.
Yeah. I was like, we had TJ Dillashaw on.
Okay.
Super. We talked to him off camera and about his businesses he's doing, and he's fucking smart.
He's locked in too.
Like he's gonna make it happen, dude.
The way he took his championship run, he's doing it into his business. And it's cool to see like, oh, this guy is on it. Like he's gonna make something big with that. What's it? Wild
Society.
Wild
You
Society.
didn't remember the fucking.
I almost said Wild
Hey
Fork.
TJ, just sponsor us too, not him.
Shout out
Dude,
Wild
fuck
Fork.
this guy, dude.
Yeah.
Wild Fork.
I love their
Wild
meats.
Fork.
Really good.
Wild Fork is quite delicious. Sponsors, please.
Yeah, please. Ground beef, really good price.
Is Lionheart still up and good for after this fire stuff? You guys,
Yeah, we're good. We started running classes back again from last week. It's still a little light. I think all of Pasadena right now is really light, which is kind of interesting because, half the people that lived in the neighboring city, they're all gone. So it's like everything just seems a little bit more dead. Do you feel that way?
I mean, for sure. I mean, there's not as much traffic. That's
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
kind of wild.
Right, I've been able to drive pretty safely. I kind of like the fires, to be honest with you.
I knew he was gonna
Yeah,
say
overall
that.
plus
I knew
for
he was gonna
David.
say that.
on the drive here, I'm in LAX right now, or I'm staying near LAX. I really wanted to do some sightseeing and see some fires. Where the fuck are the fires at, guys?
Dude, it's done, man.
Dude, it's
Yeah, they're donezo.
Are they controlled? Yeah.
They're all in like the mountain ranges.
I mean, you could go see the devastation if you want. It's pretty terrible.
Check this out. My homie, he lost his house. Shout out Big Lou.
From losing your house? Yeah.
From losing your house. But he was filming a bunch of Chinese tourists take pictures
Oh,
at his
oh,
burned down
I saw
house,
them doing TikToks, right?
Dude, they're standing and they're posing like out front of the house. And he's like, that's my fucking house. And these people are taking pictures.
Get out of here,
out front.
cheeks!
And then the funny part, they go to the neighbors whose house is still standing and they just start filming him while he's outside like cleaning his house.
That's crazy.
Are these really tourists? They're just
I don't know if they're
They're
tourists,
looking for properties.
but they're probably
yeah,
they're probably
Yeah, they're looking for properties.
they're looking to scoop.
You know those.
They're
fine
buying
eyes.
the low.
I heard some conspiracies that said it was another, Iran, China, Russia who paid some homeless people to start some fires in these different areas, and it was
Oh, when we were driving back, somebody lit a fire on the freeway.
Yeah, we saw a
Really?
fire truck.
Yeah, when we were in our
south.
Uber, the freeway was on fire.
Yeah.
Wow.
Driving back from the event.
And there was another fire that was started, I think, in like Echo Park or
yeah,
something.
and it got put out again.
So crazy.
so
it's-
who's gonna be responsible for that? How do you guys feel as natives to this area? Like what?
I'm from Sacramento. I give a shit
Hey,
less. I'm kidding. I love LA. Like it sucks, right? Because there's more great things about this city than there are bad things.
People shit on it, but
Yeah.
it's amazing.
But it makes it hard for people to want to live here long term, right? Which when you have people come in and out from a city, they don't care about it as much, right? Because you're coming here as guests, and guests always trash a place and then bounce. So if there's not a native population that actually gives a fuck about the city, it's just going to be like this for fucking
Yeah,
ever,
absolutely.
right? Because a lot of the problems with like Los Angeles is that the people who are the most vocal in the city are transplants, are the people who don't care about the city, right? So they don't vote locally. They don't give a shit about anything that goes on, but they're very good about being vocal on social media, right? Oh, make sure you do this. Make sure you. But what have you done? You have done absolutely
it's
nothing.
the home of virtue signaling, man.
Yeah.
But it's good that Gavin Newsom has a podcast with Marshon.
Yeah, I love
That's probably the best news out
That's
of the
what's
fighters,
gonna help.
honestly.
Yeah.
Skittles.
It's a silver lining, I would say.
So what you said you have a drop coming with Sean Strickland, right?
yes, sir. It
Well,
drops tomorrow.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, this is our. What made you choose that shirt, by the way?
I just like the colors.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's it.
What is any past drops in terms of like the fighters you work with that you have any like fun stories from? Like I know you work with Charles a lot, the Fighting Nerds. That was
yeah,
dope.
That's
the
cool.
Fighting Nerds was amazing.
Because you went to
dude.
Brazil, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what
yeah.
was that like?
Dude, those guys are like, first off, just individually, each of those guys have a bright future, right? And then them together, they're like a bunch of brothers who just shoot shit, box, spar.
Kill people.
They're so
Yeah.
good, man.
Yeah, and the team in general, like Pablo, their head coach, like it's just crazy to see a unit like that that's getting so much attention. Especially Carlos is late. Like everyone's talking about Carlos and what he's going to be doing in the next couple months.
Smoking cigs. Was he smoking a lot?
Yes, he was actually.
It's fucking hilarious.
But that was a fun one. Sean obviously is always fun to work with. We have a drop with Shar at the end of the month as well. That's been pretty dope.
Shara Bullet? You guys got a drop with him?
Yeah. So
Is there something with a gun?
Yeah.
you gotta wait and see. There's actually not much you can do with guns because
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. His name is Bullet, though. How cool would that be?
How's his English? Is he chill?
I didn't. My partner Darren went out to Dubai to do the photo shoot with them, so I wasn't actually there. But I think that it translated the whole time. He had some help.
You should ask him, like, can I touch your hair real quick?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Can you pop out your eye for me real quick?
Let me see that thing.
Wow.
Yuri was dope too. Like when we met him in Brno where he's from, and he brought us to his judo. Like he has like a little small judo. There it is right there.
Oh, yeah, you had it with our favorite Asian industry. Ali Mac MMA is going to be on this podcast.
Yeah, you should definitely have her. She'd be great. But he invited us to the back, and we had like a custom personal viewing of his training and that kind of stuff. So it's pretty sick.
What was he doing in the training? Was he just in a dark room?
No, but
for 3 days fasting.
Almost. He did like the the blindfolded ball where you
Oh, shit, he's
guess
just
where it's.
He's really doing this shit, huh?
No, he's not. No joke. No joke.
What the fuck?
He spent a lot of time when he was at Risen in Tokyo, right? So he got a lot of inspiration from like that whole culture.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro, these Japanese people are like feeding him fake shit.
I know, dude.
Watch it, this guy.
Like, who's your coach? Have you heard of this Japanese ghost that died 300 years ago?
I use
Pray
his
to him every
teaching.
night, and he comes down and trains me.
But he lives it. Like it's no bullshit. Like that's who he is. Whether you think it's a hoax or like whack, it's on you.
Yeah.
But that's the life he lives, which is pretty dope.
He's such an odd character.
Yeah.
Oh, that's normal. Boxers do
Not
that.
blindfolded though, dude.
Yeah. Not while holding a carrot in your butt. That's weird.
Damn, this girl hella skinny.
Yeah, you guys should have Allie on here.
Oh, she's coming up.
That'd be dope.
I thought she was going to be here in LA, but she's still in Australia.
Dude, those LA winds would have taken her up the mountain, dude. She's
What?
gone.
Still going on, dude.
Yeah. One of my favorite things that I used to always happen in high school is that Sacramento used to get super windy, and then when it was raining and windy, these little Asian girls would have their umbrellas, but it would drag them because they would start hydroplaning, and you just hear them scream, "Oh no!" I used to love that shit. I was like, dude, winter's coming around. It's gonna be super funny.
So what, you came straight from Sac to LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was in Sacramento, and I came here, 13, 14 years ago or
Nice.
so, and then I just made the move, and now I'm here, man.
Nice.
You would consider this home,
Set
right? This is home now.
Yeah, it has to be now, 'cause, but I still love. I would love to move back to Sacramento one day.
Really?
Yeah, I love Sacramento.
Would the wife go back, though?
Oh yeah, she loves Sacramento.
She loves your friends.
I feel like everybody who goes to Sacramento, they love it. It's like fun. There's always something to do.
You still have family out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sac's changing, dude. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of good food, a lot of good things to do. But then again, like I travel a lot, so I like to have a home base where like I have family and friends there, and then I get to travel, every couple of weeks. So it's like a best of both worlds with me.
Yeah, I like Sacramento, man. Like, it's really cool to raise a family there. I mean, they have their issues, of course, but like, it's just a fun place to be, especially to raise a family. We have the lake, we have the river, Tahoe's right over there, San Francisco. Well, not San Francisco anymore, but back in the day, it was really fun before people started lighting shit on fire. But San Francisco's right there, and also too, we have a big major airport that we can fly anywhere that we
Right.
want. So it's pretty good.
How about you guys? Where are you guys originally from?
Georgia.
Oh wow.
By the fires. I'm born and raised in Pasadena.
Oh, okay, nice.
Pasadena area.
Yeah, Oh wait, your office, but your offices are in full.
Yeah, I was born in San Jose, California. Lived in Oakland for a while.
You know Filipinos.
Yeah, I do. Filipinos. Actually, we have a lot of Filipinos on our team. To be honest,
Are they always late?
we're actually changing. Right, we have so many that we're changing the brand name. Actually,
Really?
Full violence.
violence.
Hey, can you make a full violence shirt?
That'd be
You
so
should.
I
fucking
like that you guys
good.
got
You
that
should
before I
make
even.
that.
Yeah.
Dude, make that shirt. We'll
Full
wear it on
violence.
here.
For sure.
Full violence.
It's like all your guys' meetings, like, hey guys, can you guys just show up on time? Please? Like, 5 minutes, okay. An hour?
That's what I hate about Filipinos. Like working with them in business, dude. They just like are too chill.
They take their
Yeah,
time.
buddy.
Way too chill, dude. Any other announcements for Full Violence? Any content coming out? Maybe a Casuals Full Violence
Yeah, dude, let's
collab?
figure something out. Me and Gilbert have been talking for a while. Like, you guys, there's so many people like creating podcasts nowadays, and like it's easy to do it. But I feel like one reason why I really gravitated toward this pod was you guys are comedy first. You guys are just a bunch of guys just shooting shit, and then it just so happens you guys like MMA.
Yeah.
When other people are like, let's try to be funny, but let's also try to show our knowledge on the sport,
Beauty is we have no knowledge.
Yeah.
That is
There
the
you
beauty.
go.
We don't know shit.
I
I
don't
get a
know
lot of
shit.
facts wrong.
out, right? Yeah, we're the casuals.
Well, it's also, too, it's like, leave the hyper analytical stuff to the analysts, right? They
Yeah,
do this
bro.
for a living 24/7 all the fucking time. And it's like, I don't care to fill that position at all because I don't know the sport like that, but I know it from a casual fan point. And so it's just really fun. Also, too, people can argue whatever they want. I don't really give a fuck. Like, you're a casual fan just like me. If you don't like the shit that I say, that's the point. Like, go ahead. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
Right.
Whatever. It's just fun. You know what I mean? And I think like when I watch a lot of like other podcasts, it's like you're sitting in the stands as a bleacher, but you're trying to be like this professional analyst. You don't know anything, right? And you're not saying anything new. That's why I love watching like TJ Dillashaw break something down,
Oof, so good.
or Din Thomas, or somebody else. It's like, oh shit, I didn't think about that.
Right.
It's really cool because I can't give that insight. I don't know anything.
I just want to put this up. A fan sent this to be like, hey, man, there's these Asian guys talking about MMA called the Casuals Cove. Are you guys associated with them?
That's our sub. That's
And they
our
have
sub
to be
pod.
black and yellow too.
I will say yes.
Why would it? You would just have to be Asian. Fucking thieves, dude.
Yeah.
God, man.
It's in our culture. We like to steal from each other. It's kind of what we do.
Yeah, a lot of knockoffs happening right now. But guys,
Shout out to the Casuals Cove.
yeah, check out the Casual Scope.
Shout
if
out.
we don't have an episode, go watch
Hey, go
Yeah,
on.
you just go watch them instead.
Yeah.
We gotta do live reactions, you guys. Fuck.
And, oh, you wear short shorts like me, bitch? That's my
Too
thing.
low. Too low.
But before we go, I'd like to give you guys some treats.
What?
Some nice.
Giving us edibles at the end of the podcast.
They're edible, but they're not edibles.
Oh, interesting.
They're Indian treats or Indian laddus with sesame. Please grab one.
Laddus
Oh,
are
I would love to have you
Was
guys
this
try it.
made in those
My
TikTok
co-founder,
videos?
my co-founder's mom made them fresh. Yes.
Hey, I need you to fucking stomp on it with your shoes first, and then put it between your toes
can you
and
feed
feed
it to me?
and have a guy behind you smoking a cigarette the whole time.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I need.
Damn.
All right, let's
well,
try it
Oh,
together.
it smells good.
Hopefully you guys, enjoy.
I literally haven't had one of these in like fucking 15
Oh,
years.
I've had this before. It's so good.
Good, right? Mm-hmm. Healthy.
It's really
Like,
good.
There's
Nice
a Korean
and sweet.
snack that's very similar to this.
Oh, yeah?
I think that's the one I had.
Well,
Asians love sesame
we
seeds.
had
Those are right up our alley.
next to my parents' store was an Indian travel agency, so they always had this shit.
Alright.
So
Sacramento.
yeah, I'm a bunch of fucking Punjabi Indian people there all the time.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you don't have to say fucking Punjabi, but I get that.
Hey, shout outs to the liquor store next to it was called Punjab. It wasn't called Punjabs. Only found that out like a few years ago.
Oh, really quick. Any Indian MMA fighters you're looking out for?
Dude, what's his name? There's a guy, and he's Punjabi.
Fake homie, dude, right here. dude.
Fake Indian fan
No,
right
no,
here.
he was in Tough.
He looks like Yair Rodriguez a little
Yeah.
bit. There was that Indian dude.
From India.
I can't remember his name, dude. I'm blanking right now.
Is it Ashnul?
No, he's Punjabi.
Why'd you say it like that, bro?
Is that Ashnul?
Yeah, fucking mother chot motherfucker. Don't say that.
Isn't that this guy?
Jubilee.
I fuck with him too.
Oh, Jubilee.
You know,
He's great.
Remember he fought the guy who was barking at him?
Oh yeah.
That was him. That was him.
Let me tell you something. I'm on keto right now. This is so delicious. I'm trying not to eat this whole
Oh,
fucking
that's
thing.
why you, man. That's why you look so slim. You
High
do
fat.
no carbs.
I could wreck that whole bag, dude.
do it.
It's probably high fat though, right? You get some butter in here.
Fat food.
It's sweet and fat. It's delicious.
All right, tell us all your handles. What's the Full Violence handle, and also your personal one. We're gonna get you on camera more.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. So, Instagrams are go-to bread and butter at Full Violence. TikTok, full_violence. Twitter, full_violence as well. I believe you can check that for sure. And I'm on Instagram, built by Suk.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we let's just say it, we're gonna do something soon.
100%.
100%.
I want a shirt that says XXX Fatties and is this full half naked on,
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the shirt. That's,
Dude, I
that's
already gave it to our team after we last talked, so we already got some ideas simmering.
Oh,
so.
shit.
For sure.
Triple X fatty for
Casual.
sure.
I want that shirt just for myself.
And can you do one that just says Bowtie Boys? It's all our foreskins tied together.
Just there. Just there.
But then it's Nick going
Yeah.
because he doesn't have one. He's a
I
loser.
don't have
sad.
enough skin for it.
He's just waiting for somebody to dock him.
Yeah.
And then obviously a pull violence.
Put
Put
it
by
by-
leg.
by leg.
Guys, give it up for Sukhmen.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.